Carl's Crafts. Welcome back if you've been before. Hi, if this is your first time, welcome. This is my Wip and Chat for the week, the work in progress, which is this, which is my prison diamond painting. The Emma Casey collection is, start that again. It's glowing skulls from the Emma Casey collection on prison diamond painting. I get there in the end. I'm tired. It's 7 o'clock. It's been a busy day. So I've got my candle lit. This is my vanilla chamomile and lavender one. Do you want to sniff again? Beautiful. So I've got that lit for anybody that needs prayers, thoughts or positivity at the moment, and loads of people I do know do. So know that I'm thinking of you. I've got my cup of char, good old Yorkshire tea. I've got my trays, my shiny Shazza tray, my diamond painting tray, my pens my husband made and my friend gave me. I've got my little thing, and I've got a new one, look, came today. I bought this off Lee's Crafty Creations. I'll show you her site now, her page. My little hippo. I adore hippos, so I asked her and she said she made me one. So that's her card on, oh sorry, hang on, there, if you want to know anything about her. She has got a channel which shows. She also very kindly, because I ordered that and then she sent me this one for my tree, but I've hung it up on my shelf because she said it didn't quite work out. I think it's because that's a little bit bigger than it should be, but it's cute. So I've got that hanging. She said for my tree, but no, it's hanging by the side of me. And then she gifted me, oh gosh, I can't get it back on now. I had it on perfect before. Go on, stay. Do as you're told. This one, which is beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? So I've got that up on my shelf. And then, where is it? And you might hear it. Then she did this one as well. She gifted me, which is apps. Can you see the glitter? It's stunning. That's supposed to go on the tree, but it's not. It's going on my thing by the side of me. All my precious stuff goes sort of over there. So yeah, so I've got all that to start with, but it does help if I find the drills, doesn't it? And we've got our drills, so I'll show you what it does look like. Although you can see quite a bit of it on there, but that's what it's going to look like when it's done. So you've got the raven skull and the human skull, the glowing eyes. I have been using some ABs around the edges, in the eye. I'm going to use a few up there, so I'm just sort of scattering them here, there and everywhere. So I'm going to sit down now, so I might make a big huge as I sit down. Right, we'll find some letters first. So I'll find B. See if we can bring that bit forward. Right, B is, can you see that if it's there? Yeah. B is that it? 3837. Is it going to be in this slot? Nope. This side. 36. 3607. And looks like it's a pinky purple. Probably be the last one that I choose. 3805. And we want 3837. 3837, did I just throw that there? There we go, 3837, nice purple colour. Hang on. So I attach me coat thing to the, that's better, because it's sliding off the table. There you go. Got it? Yeah. So hopefully it won't fall off now. Shall I try and get you a bit nearer? Do you want to get a bit nearer so we can get you in a bit more? I don't know if you want to. Let me try and see if I can get you in. There we go. Is that a bit better? It's not crystal clear. I don't think even if I got in a bit closer that you would get it. I don't think it'll come out clear, will it? Will it? Oh, we'll try. Anyway, you're not going to be looking at that, are you? You're going to be doing whatever you're doing. So let me know what you're working on and tell me how your week's gone. What have you been up to? What have you done? Who have you seen? Have you been busy? Have you not? You know, I like to know all the ins and outs. So I'll tell you about my week. Oh, what does help if I put some wax in my pens, doesn't it? Jacqueline's gone back into hospital. She went back in Monday. Yeah, Monday. Bless her. She hadn't been for a wee for 36 hours. They were hoping they could get it sorted at the home, but they couldn't. So it took them all day to get through to the doctor, and then eventually an ambulance came out at 10 at night. Yeah, and took her straight in. The chest was back rattling. Her stomach was distended and swollen ankles. So they took her and her blood pressure was low. So she's been on all week. She's been on antibiotics. She's still coughing like mad. So they say she's got COVID pneumonia now. So she had bacterial before. Because she had the bacterial, pneumonia, COVID, and then sepsis. And now she's got the COVID pneumonia. So they've had her on concoction of stuff. Blood pressure is still low. She finished the antibiotics yesterday. Because they wanted to kill any infections in case sepsis came back, so they pumped her with that, which finished yesterday. She still had a temperature yesterday, on and off. She keeps coming and going, and her blood pressure is still low. Phoned now about an hour ago. So what is it now? 7 p.m. So it was about 6 p.m. I phoned. And it's a foreigner's, and again, no disrespect, I've said it before, but I can't understand half of what she's saying, and she can't understand half of what I'm saying. So you're sort of reading between the lines of what she's saying. So she said she's temperature is better today, blood pressure is still low, and she said, oh, maybe she suffers from low blood pressure. I said, no, she doesn't. So she said, oh. So I said, yes. I said, she has normal blood pressure. She always has. Her blood pressure has always been stable all her life. So I said, if it's low, it means it's low. Oh, right. So she said she won't be assessed now till Monday. So it's just a matter of keeping her company and comfortable and seeing how they go. But she has eaten today because she hasn't been eating or drinking much. So she's been on IV fluids as well. But they've taken that off her today, and she has drunk a little bit today and eaten a little bit. So I'm hoping that's a good sign. So hopefully we'll know more Monday once the doctors have seen her Monday. Then Mum's place, we can't go and see her. We couldn't see her Wednesday, can't see her tomorrow. Don't know if we're going to see her now before Christmas because there's an outbreak of diarrhea on the ward. Well, not ward, it's called Memory Lane. But because they're all dementia patients, they wander. You can't. Some are permanently in bed, some aren't, and the ones that aren't just walk about. So they've locked down that. It's not called a ward, it's called Memory Lane. They've all got their individual rooms and whatever. So they've locked that down, so only essential staff are allowed in there. So we don't know when they get the 48-hour clear from there before we can go and see Mum. So Dad's a bit upset, so I said, don't worry. I said, if needs must, I said, I'll drive you up there. He said, oh, it's over an hour's drive for you. And I said, no, it's fine. We'll drive up there and we'll just look at her through the window. You know, we can drop her prezzies off. I said, leave them at the main door. I said, and we can just look at her through the window. Just doesn't matter if she can't see us, but we'll be able to see her. So I said, it isn't ideal, but it's better than nothing. So that's that. Me and the girls went up. Well, did we? No, me and Jessie went up because Millie wasn't very well Thursday. She was going to come, but she wasn't very well Thursday night. Went up and put his decorations up for him. He wanted his Christmas tree up and a few trims up in the front room. Now, my mum, when she trimmed everywhere. It was all around the edge of the ceiling, every corner. You had garlands going from corner to corner across the ceilings, proper garlands that she'd made. And then you'd have these bells Lovely beautiful bells coming down each corner as well, and the mantelpiece would all be done up, and then she'd have the what's it called, nativity that she'd made, massive one of those. She'd put that up, and then you'd have decoration as well over the fireplace, and then you'd go in the hall and there'd be garlands all around the ceiling in the hallway, down the stairs, around the mirror. Then there'd be another Christmas village scene under the stairs on the unit. And then the dining room kitchen, well, not the kitchen, but the dining room part, that'd have garlands all around the ceiling. Again, bells down there, stuff around the pictures. It used to be beautiful. Well, we can't do that anymore, because I can't, you know, it's just too much. And Dad said it's just too much for him to see it. So we just did the Christmas tree in the hall, some bits around some pictures, holly around the one mirror, and then we did the garlands in the front room around the walls and stuff for him. He didn't want the bells up. Well, he didn't think he'd want the bells up, so I said, well, leave the bells down then, and if you decide you want them up, we can put them up. So we did that Thursday for him, so he was pleased with that. Me and Jessie enjoyed it as well. It was nice. But it does seem strange the second year without Mum being there doing it. But never mind. So he's all sorted now, and he's coming down to us next week for Christmas Day, which will be nice. So I don't know whether I'll pre-record something Christmas Eve, or whether I leave the Wip and Chat next week, because you'll have all the Christmas ones. I don't know. Haven't decided. It'll all depend how the week goes. So don't be surprised if there's not a Wip and Chat next week, or whether it's early or whether it's late. It could be anything. I might do it on the following Monday after Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Lily went to the groomers this week, so she looks absolutely gorgeous and smells divine. Whatever she's put on her smells Christmassy. She just smells, cinnamony and pine, and I don't know, it's just a mixture of everything. It's just a divine smell. None of us can quite pinpoint the smell, but she does, and she looks so cute. Oh, she does, but she's half the size. Bless her. Her harness is so slack on her now. We've had to alter her harness and everything for her. She's funny, but she's still not right, bless her. Always seems to be this time of year that she starts to go downhill a bit, so we have to watch her like a hawk. You know, bless her little heart. She's my little sweetie, she is. She is my little sweetie. Josh and Vicky came down on early. They were supposed to come Friday. They come Thursday. That's my son and his girlfriend. They came because they were worried that Mark Drayford might put restrictions in that they wouldn't be able to get here. So they decided he'd done what he needed to do for uni. It was the last day on Friday. He hadn't got any work to put in. He'd done it all. So I said, we'll just come down. So they've come down now, which is absolutely lovely. Really, really nice having them here for, I think they're staying for about 2.5 weeks probably, something like that. Unless they get really bored and go back, I don't know. I said they're welcome to stay, go, or whatever. It's fine. Just go with the flow. So he come down with a blinking basket full of washing. It wasn't too bad actually. Well, he'd mixed his clean clothes in with his dirty clothes because he just filled the basket. So I'm having to wash it all because I don't know what's clean and what's dirty, and I'm not smelling it. No. So I filled the wash machine up yesterday. Oh, you never believe it. Oh my God. A fault came up on it. I thought, no, not before Christmas, please. I can't deal with it. Trying to get a new wash machine before Christmas. We just can't. So I put it. It wasn't draining, so I tried to drain it again, nothing. So I pulled it all out, checked all the pipes behind it. They were all right. So course I pulled it all out, so then you've got to clean it all down, clean all underneath it, because I don't pull it out very often because it's so heavy. Well, I wiggle it out, I do. You know, the back and forth wiggle routine. And so I did that, got my scraper on the floor and got all the bits that were stuck on the floor. And surprising what gets under your washing machine. You don't realise till you pull it out. And I only do it 2 or 3 times a year, I must admit, because it's so heavy. So I did that, put it back, still wouldn't work. So I tried to undo the filter underneath. So I managed bloody water. Well, I had to get all the wet sodden clothes, and I mean they were dripping, out of the washing machine into a bowl, then rinse them in the sink and try and wring them out as best I can. They're still on the line now, and this was yesterday dripping because I've been here all day to sort it out. And so I had to get loads of towels on the floor to soak up all the water that was coming out of the machine because I couldn't get a tray under it. Oh, that's it. I got the clothes out, that's it. And there was like half a tub of water in the machine, so I had to get a jug in there, empty what I could out, then get a cloth in there and use that and wring that out and get that out. Then put the towels on the floor, do the thing. But I couldn't get the blinking, I could undo it a little bit, but I couldn't get it off the filter. So I had to leave it for Grant to do when he got home, because I thought if I break it, I'll be bollocked. Not severely, but you know what I mean. So why don't you be careful and wait for me? So I thought I'll wait for him, and then if it breaks, it's his fault, not mine. So he did it after tea. There was, what was it? £6.93p in coins in the machine, down in the filter. Yeah. So I used that for car parking today. Yeah. So it was like, no wonder it wouldn't thinking drain. It was full of coins and bits of tissues and silver paper. Must have been sweet wrappers or something in people's pockets and whatever. So he cleaned it, and of course it's working perfectly now. So I had to wash all the towels then last night that I'd used to mop up the water. And of course we haven't been here all day now, till I think we got back at about 5. So I put a load on of Joshua's washing again, forgetting what was on the line. So that's just finished and gone in the tumble dryer. So I said I'm going to leave what's on the line tonight, and then I'll bring it in. I think I'll put it on a quick wash because I'm not sure how much of the powder it rinsed out of it. So I'll put it on a quick wash because I think it was pretty much washed through. But I'll put it on a quick wash. It'll spin and then dry that tomorrow. But it's working. So touch wood, it will carry on working because I just, yeah, you don't need that before Christmas, do you? Nobody needs that just before Christmas. Can you see me doing it over here? Yeah, so that was me. I was going to do so much yesterday. Oh, and I did the glass. Did I tell you I did the glass of my cooker this week? Because Millie showed me a TikTok thing on how they got the glass out of a door that's flat, but mine's on its side. You know, opens like a normal door. But it worked the same. So I took all that apart. So it's the first time in years it's been cleaned in between the glass. Each side of the glass, but not inside, if you know what I mean. So it is gleaming now, absolutely gleaming. I'm so chuffed with it. It looks really good, and it was so easy to do when you knew how to do it. Just put the spoon in the little thing on the side, the slot on the side, push it down, and it pops open. There's me been struggling trying to put like a spoon up there between the glass with a bit of a cloth, and oh, it's been a nightmare. But yeah, because it annoys me because I can see the dirt and couldn't get it out. And you see that bit up there. What is that? I'm just going to do this bit here. Yeah, so my cooker is now gleaming and ready to go. To have the old Christmas stuff in it. Jessie made some more sausage rolls. She is definitely now called the queen of sausage roll making. And we use the low fat puff pastry. Oh, it's so much tastier than normal. I don't know why, but it is. So They didn't last long. She must have made them over 24 of them and they'd gone. They were really moreish. Yeah. So everybody was just coming back and forth and just grabbing them, because she'd cut them up sort of that size in small little ones. They weren't awfully, you know, not big things. So they were in small ones. So like, there's Josh said, they just enough to fit in your mouth. Shove it all in. And Vicky hadn't had them before like Jessie makes them. She was well impressed. So I'm going to have to make some more this week. And some mince pies, because they all went. And I'm going to make another cake, because we've got no cake. But Grant said he's not worried if I don't do it till after Christmas. And my dad doesn't like fruit cake really, so he's not bothered either. So I said that's fine. Fine by me. But the girls are still in school. Well, the whole of Britain have finished yesterday, except for our area, which have decided no, they're going to make them go to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. What for? Because they won't be doing anything, because, you know, yeah, precisely. So I've told my two, if you don't want to go, you don't have to go, because everyone else is off. You've got all your work, you've done all your work for the year, so I'm sorry. If you don't want to go, that's fine. So they're happy about that. Oh, there's some bees over there. Hang on, guys, I'm going to bring the bees over here. Can you see them? Yeah. Do the bees that are there while we've got them out. Yeah, so I said, if they don't want to go. Jessie was like, really? I said, yeah, really, you don't have to. Because I am annoyed that everyone else is going to be off and they just carrying it on for the sake of it. And especially now they're talking about going into a mini break or whatever they call it, a firewall or something. They want to bring back in one-way systems in supermarkets and stuff, and oh god, it's going to go extreme again. I can see it happening. But what will be will be. I can't control it, so I only can do what we can do, and that's it. I can't do any more. So I'm glad we went shopping today, so I've got everybody's presents in now. So that's done. The kids are all done. My dad's done. My mum's done. And my sister, I'm going to wait till she comes out, and then they're going to tell me what she needs then. And then I'll get whatever she needs, clothes-wise or smelly-wise or whatever. Because they're going to sort out now while she's in. Because there's no point just buying her for the sake of buying, because it would just end up in a cupboard and never be used. So I said to them, I'll get her clothes or shower stuff, bath stuff, whatever she wants. Well, not bath stuff, but shower stuff and perfume or jewellery or, you know, whatever she needs, underwear, just let me know and I'll... So I think they're going to have her sort out through her clothes while she's in hospital as well, which should be easier. Millie's friend came for tea yesterday, because it's not a boyfriend, apparently it's just somebody she's talking to. Yeah, well, he came for tea last night from school. Millie went to go into school for sixth form and her teacher wasn't there, so she came back home. She'd set the homework online for him, so she came back and then went and met him when he finished, because he's in sixth form as well. And then so me and Josh were out sorting his car out. I was showing Josh how to buff up his car, make it really shiny. And Millie's friend came, but you could see he was a bit nervous around Josh. So I came in and they had sat in the front room and they had pizzas and whatever. But it was really weird, I'm telling you now, guys. It was really weird. I don't know if anybody else finds this, but he was sitting on the settee and she was sort of lay and with her head on his shoulder, and they were only watching TV, but He got his arm round her, and I'm like, not sure if I like this, my baby girl with some boy's arm round her. You know, you're trying not to say anything or not to. So I did keep going in and out, in and out. I mean, they were only watching a film, I know, but it's like, I know, but he's a really nice. He was a bit nervous of Josh, but they got talking then after, and they hit it off. So, and then Josh, the bus timetables changed, so he was going to miss the bus. It was going to take him, not the one that was left was not taking him all the way home, which he didn't realise. So Josh said, "Oh, I'll take you." So Josh and Vicky and Million, they all went for a ride in the car. They all had a good chat. But yeah, it's not boyfriend, girlfriend, it's somebody you talk to. I said to Millie, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, you don't say, oh, it's my boyfriend or my girlfriend." I said, "Well, what do you say?" She said, "Well, nothing. You're just together." So I don't know, guys. I'm obviously way out of it now. I'm too old to know what these things are, but it did make me chuckle. But he's a very nice lad, I got to admit, and he lives across the way from one of my best friends, so from school. So yeah, me and my friend, we don't get to see each other very rarely, but we know we can just, you know, knock on each other, phone each other, and we're there for each other. Oh, I got itch on my arm. Oh, I got Joshua's girlfriend into diamond painting now. She said she wanted to have a go. So remember I showed you a video. Hang on, let me see if I can go out. Oh yeah. Remember I showed you these? Well, she's done this one. Keyring, loved it. Right. And then I got this one from my mum, and I said, "Oh, you know, I was going yesterday. I don't know, I'm gonna have time to get this one done." Can I go out again? There you go. That one. I come home today and bless her, she's done it for me. But isn't it gorgeous? Can you see the bling? Well, she's hooked. She's hooked on it. So I said I'm going to set her up with a load of paintings because I've got loads spare. So I said I'd get a load for her. And she, oh, excuse me. Oh, I don't know if I can get back in now. Hang on, guys. Oh, I don't know if I can zoom back in. Can I zoom back in? Oh, is it that thing there? What's that? There's a bar there. No, that's too far. Oh, can you see what it's doing? It's like a little bar thing. Oh, I'm not going to touch it because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with it. Here's a little bar thing came up and was zooming in and out. Yeah, but she really enjoys it. So I'm going to sort her out with some stuff, I said. And because she's here for a while, I said I'll put it up on a trouser hook if she wants to start one. And give her one of the Harbour Freights or one of the little bottle ones. And we'll kit it up and then she can just pull it out and do it whenever she wants then. Bless her, she was ever so grateful. She's a lovely girl. They've gone out somewhere to meet boys apparently. They all go and meet up in their local supermarket car park at the back. They all get out and they all have a big chat, and there's a load of them. But I'm so pleased he's got himself, and she doesn't take no thing from him. You know, she'll give as good as she gets, as she said, which is nice. He went to wash his car yesterday, and he said, "Are you coming?" She said, "No, I'm going to stay here and do some of this painting, diamond painting with your mum." "Oh, okay." I said, "Bye." So it's nice that she feels comfortable that she can, you know, stay here with us. And the girls really like her. And now Millie's sort of into this boy. Vicky said, "Don't worry, I'll talk to her and you know, and let her know that she can talk to me, any worries or concerns, or, you know, just wants to know something. So that's good. It's just like having an older sister, which is nice. Right, now let me find the next one we're going to do. Should we do the R? A R. A R. We're going to do a R, guys. There's a R. I can see it under there. Look, it's pointing at me. It's a R. Let's do a R. Yes, that was that. I'm trying to think what else has happened. Where did we go? It was me, Millie and Jessie in the car. I think I picked them up from school. That was it. And I had to go and take a letter to the post office or something. I had to take a parcel to the post office. And Jessie was on about they'd watched the Great Gatsby film, and then she was on about 1920s and saying how would have liked to have been around for some of it and whatever. And she said, you know, because it was a time of, you know, when you couldn't have alcohol. And I'm so thick sometimes, honestly. I knew what I meant. She said, oh, Mum, she said, you know, where they couldn't have any drink. What was it called? And I go, oh, yeah, inhibition. Well, Millie absolutely creased up. She said, what did you say? I said, inhibitions, where you can't have any where they couldn't have any alcohol. I said, you know, they couldn't, you know, it was banned. It was illegal. I said, and that's when they had these underground drinking dens, and Millie was absolutely creased. And I said, what? She said, do you realise what you said? I said, no. She said, Mum, it's called prohibition. So I have to get it in a minute. Prohibition, not inhibition. I said, is that what I said? She went, yep. And Jessie says, well, because she was in the back, so she couldn't quite hear what I was saying. And when I told her what I'd actually said, she was creased. So, oh God. I said, well, I was nearly there. Most of the same letters were in the word. I just got a little bit confused with my words. Millie said, you're forever doing that, Mum. I said, I know, but it's just part and parcel of who I am. I said, you love me for it. She said, I do, Mum, because you come out with some corkers sometimes. She said, we know what you mean, but she said, you get it all asked backwards. And I said, I know. But yeah, that was funny. But Jessie really enjoyed the Great Gatsby. She said it was brilliant. They're doing it in school or something. And she got an A. She did, what Shakespeare? Romeo and Juliet. She had to do a massive English literature essay. Can't remember how many words it had to be. But she got an A. My little girl got an A. She was so excited, and it goes 20% towards her exams. It was, you know, so it was a big deal. It wasn't just, you know, any type of thing. But yeah, she got an A, so she is over the moon. Oh, there's some more R's there. And there. And there, look. Yeah, so I said to her, I knew you'd do well. Yeah, so that was that. What else has happened? Oh yeah, Jessie got into doing some painting, a bit like I can't remember what's his name. Picasso, I was going to say, but it's not Picasso, is it? It's Picasso. A bit like his sort of style stuff she was doing here the other night. I think when I was on my live, I think she was doing it, wasn't she? And she wouldn't show you a lot. She was doing it, and when she did the first ones before my live, and we'd got this paint sets, and they're in these like wooden boxes sort of thing, and they'd got acrylic paints in tubes, and watercolor paints in them in tubes, and then I think the ones that had got like oil pastels, colouring pencils, and felt pens and stuff in them. Well, oh my God, guys. Well, she opened the watercolored ones. They dried up completely, because they must be at least 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old. Well, she opened the acrylic paint tube. You have never, ever smelt a smell like it. Oh my goodness me. Because I think I was washing up or doing something, or getting the tea ready. I can't remember, but I swung my head round and I said, oh, Jessie, I said, what's that smell? I said, what are you doing? I said, what's the smell? And she said, Mum, it's the paint. I said, don't be daft, man. I said, paint don't smell like that. She said, come here. Oh, guys. So I said, oh, maybe it's that one. I said, we'll open another one just to see. Big mistake. Big mistake. If one's off, you know, put your brain into gear. The rest are going to be off, aren't they? No, we had to open it, didn't we? We had to open it. Oh, no, not a good smell. So they have now all gone in the bin. So Grant's going to have that wooden case for his, what they call sharpening stones. But yeah, if you've had acrylics around for a while in a tube, they only like the little tubes. Don't open them, chuck them. Oh, it stunk the house out. And it smelt for ages. So I had candles burning. I had my, what's it called? I had the candles burning. A wax melt burner going as well in here. I had sprayed in the house as well. Oh, it was awful. Oh. But fair play. She still carried on, bless her. So I said, go in the shed and get some of my acrylics. So she went and got mine. I said, yeah, we'll just, we won't get them again. Not a good smell. Not a good smell at all. My stomach just rumbled then. So we went to cinema. We went to Hereford shopping today to get the last bits for Christmas. Just a few stocking fillers, and I needed to get pyjamas for my dad. Because when he went into hospital the other week, it was scrimping trying to find bloody pyjamas for him. He's got pyjamas, but they're either too small for him or the elastic's gone in the waist. Do you know what I mean? So I said, no, I'm going to get you some pyjamas. So I got some pyjamas today, some nice soft ones. So the girls were going to see, they booked in as part of their Christmas present to go and see the new Spider-Man film. So we went early, went and had breakfast, toast and coffee. Girls had some strawberry tea thing, cooler thing, I don't know what it was. And then we went to hit Primark, got all the stuff, the clothes that I needed from Primark, because I said to the girls they could have jeans and a top or whatever for Christmas. And Grant, I got him a few bits. I got my dad some pyjamas and stuff from there. So we hit that first. And the girls were going for watch the cinema at 12. So by the time we went and done a few other bits and had a look round, and there was a band playing, and which was stupid, right? In the square, right, in the middle of the shops, they had a big stage which they had a band playing Christmas songs and whatever. Then 200 yards away were the Salvation Army playing Christmas carols, which I love the Salvation Army. And then 100, not even 100 yards from then, was a bloke on a guitar singing in his microphone. And then just round the corner there was another man playing on his. Oh, the noise. It was horrific. You wanted earplugs. I was going, if you're noise sensitive, which Millie is, it was horrible. It was horrible. You couldn't really hear anybody. It would have been nice if they'd have spread them all out, because down the other bottom of town, there was the other two ends of town, there was nothing. Because it's like you've got sort of the middle bit, and then you've got a bit off that way and a bit off that way. And if they'd have sort of put them down them ends, it would have been great. But no, they put them all in the middle. So you couldn't really enjoy anybody. And it was so loud. Oh, the band was so loud. So loud. But hey ho. Yeah, but the girls really enjoyed the cinema. We left Lily with Josh and Vicky at home. So me and Grant then, when they went to the cinema, I had to get something for Jess. But we couldn't get the one thing because they'd sold out. I said to Grant, so we've had to order that in because I was sure I'd be able to get it. Not a run-of-the-mill thing, but hey-ho. So we went and did that, and then we went and sat and had a coffee and a tea cake together, and it was lovely, just the two of us. Just sat there watching the people go by, and it was nice because we don't get a chance to do that, very, very rare. Just the two of us having a coffee. And then we toodled off home, which is about an hour and 10 minutes. And I dozed off. I was sort of, you know, when you doze off, I got the dog's blanket as a pillow, because that was still in the car. And I was sort of aware of a bit of talking and, you know, slowing down and going round and roundabout, sort of things like that. But then, it's just, time just flew and we were home. So it was great. So it didn't seem to take long. And then we had, because we'd saved up some Christmas money to buy the Christmas presents for the kids. And I had a little bit left over, so we got Chinese for tea. So it was everybody's treat with the last bit of money to have a Chinese, which was a nice treat because Vicky and Josh were here as well. So we just got a bit of everything, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and everybody shared, which was nice. And there's still a little bit left over as well. So it was a nice finish then. But now I've got to wrap because I have not wrapped up one thing. And I bought, instead of buying big presents, they've got like little presents this year. You know, loads like a face mask or a lipstick and eyeshadow. No, they haven't got eyeshadow, there's mascara, bath bomb, and you know, it's all small. So I'm whispering because they can hear me up there. All small stuff like that, you know, that's 50p, 80p, £1. I bought them, you know, little bits and pieces like that. And then they got like a acrylic cosmetic box for a tenner and a jewellery stand for a tenner. And they did get a game each for the Xbox because they were on offer. They were less than half price, so I got them, which was great. So I got all these little tiny bits and, you know, like a bag of chocolate button, Brussels sprouts chocolate things and, you know, silly things like that. And like Who Am I game, which is just like a £3 little box game thing. And a pub quiz box, little, which was £1.50, you know, with pub quiz questions on it. And silly things like that. But it would be fun. So I've got all that to wrap yet. Which is going to, so I thought I might do that. I might do it one evening this week and take the bottle of Bailey's up with me. Lock the door. Bottle of Bailey's, some ice, and yeah, and the sellotape, and away to go. Oh, God knows what they look like when they're finished. But yeah, so yeah, but I've done it all now. So, and I said if I had forgotten something or somebody, they'll just have to bear with me. My Auntie Marg, I gave her a Boots voucher, which is easy. So. And my mum's had already got it quite a while ago, so because she likes Lily of the Valley stuff, so I got her perfume, soap, talc, shower gel, hair wash, anything that I could get body wise for her, I got in Lily of the Valley, so she will be, you know, sorted. So this week, oh, I've been made these this week. Oh, can we go out again? Hang on, can we go out? There we go. So I made these this week. So that was my first one. This is the first attempt at making these. They're not, they're all in one. There's no seam there. And like, there's no seam on the bottom of the inside. There's a seam on there, which I did, I've got to cut them threads yet, but I did the ziggy-zaggy stitch over to secure the edging. And I quite enjoyed doing that because it was a different way of sewing, a little bit more tricky. So I've got that one on that side, then that one with that, and then that one with that one. And they're really nice to put your diamond pointing pens, crochet pens, pencils and whatever. And this, I am loving this. This is really, really testing me on my stitching and how to make something. But I've made this little bag, yarn bag, project bag, whatever. It's got 4-inch, is it 4-inch or 5-inch? 4-inch base, I think. Plenty of room. I managed to put my little patterned patchwork thingy bob on. But look at it. Look at all them colours. I am so chuffed. This is the second one I made. But I'm so chuffed. I love doing this. So I'm going to make sure now that I keep all my bits of fabric. I wish, because I did chuck out a load and I wish I hadn't. Because I didn't think I'd be able to make one. But I have. So I'm chuffed. So I'm going to sort my fabric drawer out next this week, I think, or maybe next week after Christmas. I'm not sure, because you know, getting the last bits done for Christmas. I'll get a couple of H's, just as an N. Get a couple of N's. What's the N? 740. That's it, yeah. So yeah, so are you all sorted for the holidays or Christmas, whatever you want to call it? Are you all ready? All done? Is everything wrapped? Have you got all your food in? I've got all my meat in. I've just got to get the veg in and what we need to eat for this week. And that's it. I'll be done. So I got some, they were half price in Tesco's if you used your club card, I think it is. So I got some beef. Grant has got the lamb. I'm not getting pork this year. We've all gone off a pork joint. We don't mind a bit of pork chops, but or ham, but not the actual pork joint. I've got gammon, lamb, beef, duck. My dad got a duck yesterday. He surprised me because I said to him he didn't want him to bring anything for Christmas, so he turned up yesterday with a duck. He said, I knew you hadn't got it, you weren't going to get it till the end of the week. He said, so I've got it, so put it in the freezer. What else did we get? Oh, and the 3-bird, because the kids like the 3-bird, because it's turkey, chicken and duck, I think it is, or something. And then there's stuffing in between each layer, and they just like, and it's only a small piece, so it's enough for them. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Probably do a bit more baking if I get time. I'm on the phone to the hospital every day, and I'm on the phone to the home every day to find out what's going on there. I've got an appointment Tuesday. Not looking forward to that, but we'll see. And I think that's it. So yeah, so after I finish this, I'm going to start uploading it, and then, well, render it, then upload it, and then might actually have a Bailey's tonight. Because I haven't slept too well the last couple of nights, so I might have a little tipple of Bailey's. Because Rosie Posy Crafts put me on to Morrison's doing them at £9.99, so I got a bottle. And then our local Tesco's did for 2 days down to £9.50, so I got another bottle. Yeah, you know, because my auntie had given me 20 quid to give to get a couple of bottles in of whatever I wanted, of wine, or get a bottle of Bailey's, because it was 20 quid a bottle. So she made me promise, because she knows I like it, so I did. So that's all that's been happening this week. As I say, not a lot. Let me know down in the comments what you've been up to, what you've been doing, where you've been or not been, or what you're planning or what not planning, or what you just craft you're doing. Anything. Just please have a chat with me down below, because I love it. All my social medias down below, so you can, you know, contact me that way if you don't want to put a comment down below. My Patreon, my Etsy, my wish lists, everything you want to know is down below. Subscribe buttons by the side if you fancy subscribing or unsubscribing, which everybody seems to be doing lately. I think I'm on minus. In 30 days I haven't gained any, I've just lost 4, but what will be will be. So if you do fancy staying, we'd love to have you on board. And then on a Sunday we do a live, which if you press the notification button, it'll let you know. And a couple of other videos a week when I've got time. But with that said, all that's left for me to say is I love you all, and I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by and watching my videos and commenting. It means the world to me. So look after yourselves, take care, and most importantly guys, stay safe. Bye for now.